This is the Elliptical Oracle. Join MonaLisa Coburn on an exhilarating journey to spiritual enlightenment. With every episode, dive into the world of chakra clearings, energy healings, and channelings from one consciousness. Get ready to strengthen your mind, body, and soul while discovering how to harness your energy and awaken your spiritual senses. Tune in to stay spiritually fit and energized, all while moving with the flow of the universe. And now, here's MonaLisa.
Come on in to Elliptical Oracle, where we learn all things spiritual and we get a dose of love, a dose of enlightenment, and a dose of energy clearing for the day or for the night. So whatever it is you're doing, if you're just listening and driving or you're working out, let's go and let's have fun. First, I'm going to close my eyes, go in my heart space, and you can join me. I'm going to ask all that there is to come on in. I'm going to ask our angels and the archangels and our entire celestial tribe to come on in, our spirit guides. I want to leave no one of love and light and love out. Higher selves to lead and to guide and let me be a useful tool. And for this healing, be exactly what you need today. So with that, take a deep breath, let it out. Take another breath and let it out. Concentrate on the breaths, letting the world go. Breathe in, breathe out. Now breathe in, hold it if you can. Hold it, let it out. Oof. Doesn't that feel good? Okay, let's drop into our root. Now, the root chakra for hundreds of thousands of years has been seen as the little red light, the base of the tailbone. And you can imagine that root chakra there, little red light. I always imagine mine lighting up my entire root system, which has to do with my hips and my thighs and my legs, my feet, my toes, so that my roots can go down deep and touch my earth star chakra, and together they weave into the ground, moving the rocks and the boulders, going down to the crystalline grid, wrapping themselves nice and tight around that beautiful crystals, and coming on up and lighting our entire pillar, our entire light body. It goes on up through our crown and our highest chakras, and source sends it back down. We go up and down and imagine it. And as it goes up, imagine your entire light body, your aura, your soul, your spirit lighting up, and source sends it back down. And this time it stays in our root chakra. And I feel like I'm going to pause right here to explain that. I've explained it before, but in case you haven't heard, so our body, you think about it, its verticalness is like a pillar. So that's why I use the word pillar. And we have a light body. That's our spiritual body. That's our essence, right, of who we are. And when we imagine and use our imagination, our source light going through us and sourcing it back down. And the key to do it is 7 times. Why 7 is one of those magical, I want to say almost magical numbers, but it every time you light up your light body, you light up your pillar, and so let's just send it back down. So if you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th time, and it doesn't have to be 7. I mean, if you're in the mood just to do it once or twice, you're in the mood to do it once or twice, you always go with the heart, right? There's no hard and fast rules for spirituality. I'm just telling you, when I was learning sacred geometry, that we learned to do it 7 times because that was a sacred number. And when you do something more than once, it really tells your higher self that connection, this is what we're doing. We're lighting up our light bodies, our spiritual bodies. And so that's why I do that. That's just a side note. I'm going to go back in and continue our root chakra today. And actually, I'm not going to go back in. I want to talk about the root chakra. The root chakra is what many refer to as the I am chakra. By the way, the chakra system has been going on for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years. And there's all different variations of it, depending on which part of the world you're from. And I invite you to embrace whatever chakra system feels good to you. I generally think of the chakra system as 12, although I do talk a lot about the 7 base chakra system. That's the core. And if you've got these 7 base chakra lit up, the other ones kind of automatically light up and they work for you. Okay, so so we have the 7 base ones as part of our light body, and you can kind of think of them as, think of the rainbow, right? So we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, dark blue, that's what we call indigo, violet, the purple, and it goes on up to the white and the gold, and so forth. So it's the rainbow colors. It's no mistake that our aura and the rainbows are the same color. And the root. So the root chakra is generally seen as red because that's the way the rainbow is. And people who want to work with the root chakra, who feel like they need more grounding, I used to think of it as the lack. If you have any kind of lack in your life, like you feel like, I don't know about all this spiritual stuff, all I want is enough money, all I want is enough food to survive next week or next month. That's a lack. And so where you want to work, if you have any lacks of anything, it doesn't have to be something physical. It can be a lack of, for most of us on this planet, I will tell you, it's a lack of self-love, right? When you get into lack of worthiness, that's really a lack of self-love. So where you find your abundance, it begins with the root chakra. So that's why it's called the I am. I am abundant. And if you can say I am abundant and you know it, then you got it, right? But when you say I am abundant and you look in the mirror, if you can look in the mirror and you say I'm abundant and it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel right, that means something is off. That means somewhere in your core beliefs, you have a belief that you are not. And so I highly encourage you to look in the mirror and say, I am abundant. And if it doesn't feel right, go within your heart space and you can do what I often teach. Let's all do it together right now. I am abundant. And do you feel it? Do you feel abundant? If you do, just place your hand on your heart and say thank you, thank you, thank you. But if you say I'm abundant and it doesn't feel good, so go within the heart chakra. Say, why do I feel that? And you're thinking, I don't have enough money for food. Then ask yourself, do you always have food? Even if you're eating top ramen? Do you always find a way to find food? And if you can switch your thoughts, like Dr. Wayne Dyer said, the law of manifestation, your thoughts and your words create your reality. So you have to take your thoughts and switch them. I'm abundant, and you find the things you feel abundant in. I'm abundant in love. I'm abundant in pets and animals. I'm abundant in family. I'm abundant in air. I'm abundant in warmth. I have plenty of blankets. I'm abundant in shelter. I'm abundant in the stars over my head. I am abundant in the ground that I walk upon, and feel it and know what it feels like. And whenever you start to tell yourself the story, your perspective that you are lacking, that you are not, say, that's a story I'm telling myself. That's my perspective. And from this moment on, I'm going to change my pattern. I'm going to change my thinking pattern by telling myself I am abundant. And you tell it to yourself, you tell it out loud, and you practice it in the mirror. And sometimes your life can change on a dime. But we are in the 3D world, the hardest school in the universe, I've been told. One of the very, very hardest in all the cosmos is right here. It's Schoolroom Earth. And believe it or not, you signed up for it. You knew that Schoolroom Earth is not real. That it is an illusion for you to have a real experience. It's a real experience, right? If you get hurt, you bleed, run in front of a car, you can go to the other side like that. The experience is very real, but it is nonetheless the dream for your soul. And so this is nothing new. You can look up Buddha, Krishna, and in the depths of the Bible, you know where to look. It's in there. So this reality is not real. Okay. So once you know that, then you know that your thoughts and your words create your reality. My reality is full of abundance. My reality is heaven on earth. I wake up every day and I'm so thankful for all the love I have. I'm so thankful for all the abundance I feel in my heart. I'm so thankful for all the air I have, all the pets I have, all the family I have, all the joy that's in my life. And yes, I am human, and sometimes I don't see it. So that's when I need to come back and do some grounding, and do some grounding work. And one of the things that helps me when I feel like I need to do some grounding work is if you have any kind of red or dark stone, like garnet. I'm wearing a garnet bracelet. Garnet is for strength. Garnet is for protection. Garnet is for courage. And garnet has been used for thousands of years. The Egyptians used it, right? The Greeks and the Romans used it. The other thing is obsidian. There's onyx. There's many dark black or red stones. And when you have a particular stone you like with me and my garnet bracelet, it's very small, it's not very big. Garnet, by the way, comes in different colors. Raw garnet doesn't normally look red. This has been tumbled a little bit, so it's got a red hue. Not all garnet stones have a red hue, by the way. Some are more black. I've seen raw garnet that looks purplish, and that's fine. The idea is it's a tool, right? Something I use. I need some extra strength today. And when I look at this, I'm like, this is my reminder that I need extra strength. Or maybe for you, it's your reminder that you need more abundance. More abundance. What is it for you? Do you need protection? Do you feel like you need protection? Onyx, garnet, obsidian, these nice, rich stones. When you hold them and see them, they have a frequency that gives that feeling off. The feeling of protection, the feeling of courage, the feeling of abundance. So, what else do I like to tell you about the root chakra? Oh, food. Think of food. Red food. If you feel like you need more abundance in your life, start thinking about like red foods, pomegranates at this time of the year. But you know, there's also strawberries, red apples. Okay, so those foods rich in vitamin C. It's going to help you feel more abundant as well. So those are my root chakra tips for the day, and maybe I will have a series on this and talk about the different chakras. And so as we do this, let's just go in briefly and finish our energy clearing for the day. I connect to my heart chakra. I connect to all that there is. I ask all that there is to open up all our chakras, to cleanse all our chakras, to cleanse our light bodies and our physical bodies, our mental bodies, our emotional bodies, and anything negative, to transform it into love. If we have any negative cords around us, to cut them and transform them into love. To anything negative in our physical bodies, in our skin, our skeleton, our organs, our glands, our blood, our cellular, down to the subatomic level. We ask that they be cleansed and clean into love, transformed into love. Anything that doesn't serve our highest good, we ask that it be transformed into love, transform into love, transform into love. And so it is, because we have asked for it. And we ask that this healing continue in this now and all nows and all realities 24/7. We ask that it be complete within the next 48 hours, especially for the physical, the mental, the emotional healing, because of the density of the third density of this earth school. Those often take more time for healing. We ask that they be whole and complete within 48 hours. 2 sleep cycles. And because we have asked for it, it is done, it is done, it is done. At this time, I ask that my celestial tribe, anyone who would like to come in and give a message today, to please come in. Hello, 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 dear ones. We are XAND, and we are so pleased to be here. To the top of the now, to ya, to the top of the now. We come with love, 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 love and gratitude. So much gratitude for the moment. Yes, yes. And we, with the word gratitude, we would like to remind you, because you all know this, that gratitude really uplifts your vibration. And when you are in the vibration of lack, when you're in the vibration of unworthiness, know that gratitude can go many miles for you. If you just think of those moments that you have had, gratitude is enough. When you think of the moment in your life that you were so full of gratitude, if you can think of that moment, you are there, and your gratitude rises and your frequency rises. And if your frequency rises, so does the other frequency. It brings you up. If you focus on gratitude, it is a magical component of all that there is to sit in gratitude, for what you have. It doesn't mean that you haven't asked for or you do not have desires, for you are all creators. And you all have desires. You cannot help but to do this. But what we are saying is gratitude will take you a long, long ways. Gratitude will take you a long, long ways. And to know that you are abundant. You are abundant love from your celestial tribe, whether you acknowledge them or not. They will stand firm and stand fast in love and non-judgment for you, always. And when you get to the other side, whether you believe it or not, you will feel like you just woke up from a dream. And you'll say, that was an interesting dream. And you will wonder how far you made it on your soul journey, how much your soul expanded. Did you come and accomplish the things you were going to? Or did you get stuck? Did you get stuck in the third density? Did you get stuck in believing everything you were told and not looking within to find the answers? Did you get stuck believing that you are not enough, that you are in lack? These are just beliefs. These are just thought patterns that people taught you because they didn't know any better. Do not be angry for those who conditioned you, because in all honesty, you conditioned yourself. But stand in the glory in the moment of this moment, knowing that you have plenty of air, that there is plenty of water, and those that feel there's a lack of water, know that there are others behind the scene who know or who will be coming up that will know how to increase water availability for all. Know this. Know that there is enough food on your planet for all, and no one else has to ever starve. And these are the great things that many are working on behind the scenes to get it out and to get it known. You have much abundance around you. The air, the birds, Mother Nature, your life, the lives of those around you. And whether you see it as friendly or foe, it's a perspective. And we ask, go into the heart space and know that humans are always doing the best they can do. In that moment that they cut you off, in that moment they were cursing at you, that is just their walk. That is just their soul path. And we encourage you to look at it from a higher perspective, a higher consciousness. And this will fill you up. When you look at it from a higher perspective, a higher plane, even your Einstein said, you cannot solve a problem from which it is at. You got to go higher. So go higher. Know that God does not judge. Your angels, your celestial tribe, all those that quote or cross the veil do not judge. There is no judgment of you and others. There is glory in every moment. There is beauty in every moment on the planet. Whether it is looking and seeing the trees with leaves or the trees without leaves, so you can look at the glorious bark and know that's how it gets its water, how it sustains its life. Even a tree can get comfort and abundance and love and shelter. With your eyes, earth can be earth candy. You can see the sun when the fog is over it and think, wow, it feels like the moon. What a gift the fog is to be able to look at the sun. There is abundance in all things, great and small. There is abundance in our love here for you. There's abundance of support on this side of the veil. Have you asked for our help lately? Have you asked for your angels to help you and to show you signs and show you the way? We would encourage you to do so if you need to. or just do it because it's fun. It's fun. One of the things the channel does is she goes into meditation and she'll say, tell me something I don't already know, or show me. And she was shown yesterday during meditation a thick foggy night and cars at a stoplight. And she had no idea what that meant until later she found herself on a thick foggy night at a stoplight. She hadn't planned to be out at night, but she knew she had seen that vision and it meant something. So she was taking it slow, and she realized the car in front of her had no backup lights, no lights, and she had to put the brakes on somewhat. She was already going slow. It was no big deal. These are the gifts that are free for you, that are abundant for you, that are waiting for you. Not just the channeler herself. This abundance is for all. We come with great love, great honor, and great respect for you. We are XAND, and we are complete. We thank you for this opportunity once again to share this moment with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I welcome more, I welcome more, I welcome more. So it is, so it is, so it is. That was XAND. That was very strong. I think they wanted you to hear how abundant we all are. And if you don't feel abundant, don't beat yourself up for it. Know that where you are is where you are, and that's perfect. The universe is perfect timing. That's why you're here. Right? You're working on your abundance. It's 100% to be wherever you're at, to be perfectly okay. And just so you know, when they come in really strong like that, my lead spirit guide, his name is Nick, and Nick kind of took the front seat today. Was it just Nick? And I got no. I got a no. I got a clear no even before I put my hand on my heart. So it was a no. But I know without a doubt that when I come in strong like that, he's taking the front seat, because that's just who he is. I must have needed him. And I'm crying tears because the tears of truth. I needed someone strong like Nick to wake this chick up, because this baby, this gal who you see, they kept on hitting me over the head, and the sledgehammer got bigger and bigger and bigger. And it took someone very strong, like Nick, to stand steadfast and say, I love you. I'm not going over there to the dark side with you. I'm right here, and I'm not giving up on you. And you have a glorious team. If you don't already talk to them and spend time with them, they're right there. They're right there with you. I know this because that's who I am. And if you want to know it too and want to know who some of your spirit guides are, you can just look me up on Soul Navigators and make an appointment. And I would be happy to discuss your spirit guides with you. Okay, so the card. I always like to pick a card. Actually, I always ask them. I ask Spirit. I ask my celestial tribe XAND to come and pick the card. So let's see what they pick. Obviously, they want us to pick this one, the one, you know, way out here. Spiritual commitment is what I got. Spiritual commitment. So, spiritual commitment is mean be committed to yourself. Just know that you're the light into the world. Know that you're the beacon of light. Once you are, quote, awake, it raises your frequency. And if you don't know what it means, when I didn't know what it means, when I just heard the words over and over again, I would ask my self all the time, what does it mean to be awake? What does it mean to be a soul in a human body? And I got all the answers. And I'm going to not say all. Here I go with crying again. Once I think I know all the answers, oh my gosh, they show me I know nothing. I know nothing because they take me up to the next level. Still at the level I'm at, they teach me, and I take a deep breath and I think, oh man, I got this. This is good stuff, and I'm on cloud 99. And then, oops, they show me something else. And I'm like, oh, I guess I don't know. Right? There's a whole nother level. Whole nother level of learning. Whole nother level of higher consciousness. And it keeps rising, and it keeps rising, and it keeps rising. And Source says, it goes on for infinity. It doesn't end. So spiritual commitment. I am spiritually committed to being a light into the world. I'm spiritually committed to teaching. Everything happens in this now. Everything's happening now. And that's why I say to the top of the now to you, to the top of the now. It's all now. In all realities. I've danced with my oversoul. I've seen my other lives, and they're not me. They're my oversoul's lives. You can say my oversoul it has this myriad, hundreds of thousands of lives, but they're not me. I'm known as MonaLisa, but that's not me. I'm a spirit, a mighty spirit. And I'm a fortunate spirit. Sometimes me and my other selves, just for the fun of it, we'll go for a walk and we'll talk. And we learn from each other. And I hope one day that's normal. That I'm not just a crazy oracle. I'm spiritually committed. That's who I am. And I invite you to be spiritually committed to your soul. Because once you taste enlightenment, you just want more. And Source says it never ends. And so, I enjoy being a light, a beacon. And how do you do that? You just be you. Just be you. Your true you. The true you stands in love and light and light and love. And that's it. You just have to allow. You don't have to do anything. Just allow. 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 To the top of the now, Tia. To the top of the now.